Hey guys, I built this mirror wall using 24 IKEA LILLTJAERN mirrors. This mirror wall also features two L-shaped smart LED strip lights which can be controlled by voice or app. The backboards of this mirror wall were made with 1/4-inch plywood panels and some maple hardwood slates. All the visible wood parts were stained to black and finished with Rubio Monocoat. This is the IKEA mirror used in this build. I bought them at the price of $8 each. This is the 3D design of this mirror wall. All the 24 mirrors were glued to 1/4-inch plywood backboards. The left and right backboards have a similar structure. The 3 wood slates in the middle are in rectangular shape. The top and the bottom wood slates have 2 rabbits, one as the joinery to the plywood panel, the other as the channel for the LED strip. The corner of the backboard has a 1/2-inch round over. The left backboard has notches at the corner for the wire of the LED strip. To build the backboard, I first cut several maple hardwood strips from 5/4 maple boards off the camera. Then I used dado blade to cut rabbit for the vertical, top and bottom horizontal slates. Some rabbit were cut in multiple passes. I used 2 feather boards to make sure the wood slates will not tilt during the cut. Then I used my miter saw to cut these slates to length. To form the L-shaped channel of the LED strip, the top and the bottom slates of the right backboard need to have a notch. I used a handsaw to cut this small notch. The 1/4-inch plywood panel were cut to size. With a track saw, I cut them in 2 passes. The first pass is scoring the top surface, and the second pass is cutting through it. The 2 passes cut can get a better cut quality. The vertical wood slates and the top, bottom horizontal wood slates were glued to the 1/4-inch plywood from the back side, and I used 23 gauge pin nails to hold them in place before glue dried. The 3 middle wood slates were glued to the plywood panel from the front side. I used wood glue and CA glue. CA glue acts as clamps for wood glue to dry. I measured the location of studs and drilled some countersink holes on the backboards, thus I can screw the boards to studs during the installation later. To round over the 4 corners of the backboards, I made a template with 1/4-inch MDF, and then I used the router with template bit to round over the corners. The vertical wood slates were made slightly longer, thus it can be routed flush to the edge of the horizontal slates. I made another template to cut a notch for the wire of LED strip. I used a palm router with a smaller template bit to cut this notch in multiple passes. Before finishing the backboard, I used Rubio Precolor Easy to stain all the visible areas to black. This stain is very easy to use. I just used a Scotch white pad to wipe on the stain and waited overnight for it to dry. Before the staining, I sanded the backboards and eased all the sharp edges, as the stain won't color those sharp edges very well. For finish, I applied 1 coat of Rubio Monocoat Pure. Okay, that's how I made these backboards. The first job of installation is the wiring of the 2 LED strips. I drilled 2 small holes on the front side drywall and back side drywall, and used the copper wire as the fishing wire. Then I cut wire from the LED controller to the connector in the middle. Then I used the copper fishing wire to pull the connector wire from the front drywall through the drilled holes. After that, only the connector can be seen from the front side, and at the back side, I used the PVC Raceway to cover controller wires. The 2 smart LED controllers were attached to drywall with double-sided tape. Because the back side of this mirror wall is a closet, so I don't mind the Raceway and controllers are visible. For the LED strips, I cut them into 2 parts according to the width of the 2 backboards. Then I used this L-shaped connector to reconnect the 2 parts of the LED strip. The backboards were glued to drywall with construction adhesive, and then screwed to studs through those pre-drilled countersink holes. These are the backboards with LED lights connected before the mirrors were installed. The installation of the mirrors were quite straightforward and easy. They were glued to the backboards. This IKEA mirror has provided double-sided tapes. I used these tapes at the 4 corners and the center, and then I applied some mirror adhesive from liquid nails. Okay, that's how I made this mirror wall with smart LED lights. This mirror wall makes my basement much brighter than before. The black wood slates, the mirrors, and the colorful LED lights quite match the vibe of this home gym. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave a comment. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please thumb up and subscribe. Hey Google, turn on lights. Hey Google, turn off lights.